All right, getting started. Here's my audience. My son Dane, my one friend who was supposed to attend was unable to make it, so he's been replaced with a stuffed panda for the evening. And my wife. Thank you. I'll be editing some of that out there. Okay, good evening. Thanks for listening tonight. My name's Alan. I'm a board certified master arborist. Tonight I'm going to talk to you about why you should get involved in planting trees in your communities. As a professional arborist, trees have been my living as well as my passion for the last 22 years. Tree companies such as the one I work for often do volunteer work, but what we do are the things that the average person cannot do that require specialized equipment and training. You can help green your community with just your own two hands and some basic tools. Community trees are often very important. I was struck by a story I came across on a website. Now I know while preparing for this presentation, and that is of the tree that owns itself. In Athens, Georgia in the 1800s, a local by the name of William Henry Jackson developed great affection for an oak tree that he sat and sought shade under. So much so that around 1820, 1830, he deeded the land in an 8-foot radius and the tree to the tree itself. Probably not legally binding, it became of incredible importance to the community. A local philanthropist in 1906 paid to have protective columns and a commemorative plaque put around the tree. In 1942, the tree died, it is presumed due to root rot, and the local garden club sought out and put an acorn from the original tree and propagated it at that same location. The rallying of the community around this tree is an extreme example of the values a community tree can instill. That picture right there is of that oak tree in Athens, Georgia. The amenity value that a tree-lined park or street can bring on a hot day is one we can all understand. A study performed by Kathleen Wolf of the University of Washington found that people rated the amenity and comfort value of a street with trees 80% higher than one without. Kim Coder of the University of Georgia identifies that stressed individuals feel more at ease in a green environment, as do psychiatric patients. And speaking with no small amount of personal bias, I just think they're pretty. Trees do more for the environment than just convert CO2. Sorry about that. Trees do more for the environment than just convert CO2 into oxygen through photosynthesis. They also sock that carbon away. The community forests of the United States sequester 800 million tons of carbon and are adding 6.5 million tons annually. Trees help save energy. According to the National Arbor Day Foundation, well-located trees can reduce the cost of cooling during hot summer months by as much as 35%. According to the Ohio Department of Natural Resources, a single young tree can create as much cooling effect as 10 room-size air conditioners running for 20 hours. Trees can also filter out other pollutants. Dave Nowak and his colleagues discovered that trees filtered 17 tons of pollution from the air, directly presenting 670,000 acute respiratory attacks in a single year. Trees also have real economic benefits. The landscape of a home can be significantly increased, as this list from the University of Georgia lays out. Property values, real estate comparisons. Clearing unimproved lots is costlier than properly preserving trees. 6%, 2,686 average total property value in tree cover, $9,500 higher sales value during the tree cover. 4% higher sale value with 5 trees in the front yard, 257 per pine, 333 per hardwood, $336 per large tree, and $0 per small tree, increasing the value by $2,675 in sale price when adjacent to tree green space as compared to similar houses 200 feet away from green spaces. $4.20 decrease in residential sales price for every foot away from green space. 27% increase in land development values with trees present. 19% increase in property values with trees, and a 27% increase in appraised land values with trees. Trees also save money on healthcare costs. I mentioned earlier about the stress-reducing aspects of trees. In a study of hospital patients recovering from gallbladder surgery, it was found that patients who had views of green space from their room recovered faster and required less pain medication. Ironically, the converse is true. In an article in The Atlantic, it identified a substantial rise in illnesses in areas that had been ravaged by emerald ash borer, an exotic and extremely destructive insect pest that has caused losses of millions of ash trees. And also, people buy more and pay more for the goods and services in tree-lined business districts. In the University of Washington study I mentioned earlier, they also surveyed people about their perception of the value of the goods or services. People indicated that on the average, they would pay about 12% more for products bought on a tree-lined street. So, and we're actually at the proper slide right now, everybody asks at some point, what's in it for me? Studies have shown that volunteering has health benefits. According to the Corporation for National and Community Service, this research has established a strong relationship between volunteering and health. Those who volunteer have lower mortality rates, greater functional ability, and lower rates of depression later in life than those who do not volunteer. You also get to work with other like-minded people, people who care about the place where they live, who want to create sustainable environments, people who just want to make things a little bit more beautiful. So you have an opportunity to work outside and make some good friends too. So hopefully at this point, you want to know just how to get involved. So these are some of the resources where you can find out more about it. There's the Pennsylvania Horticultural Society website, where you can get trained in how to plant and maintain young trees. And that's their program called Tree Tenders. Also on there, there's a whole list of different tree planting projects and volunteer opportunities that you can get involved with. Another section is Tree Vitalize, which is a commitment to restore forest cover in PA communities, another great source of volunteer opportunities. And there's of course also the Pennsylvania Department of Conservation and Natural Resources, where you can find a service forester and also find other places where you're going to have an opportunity to get information about trees you can plant, and also where you can find places where you can help. So overall, you've got all of the benefits that come with trees, creating that beautiful place, that sense of space. You have the environmental benefits, cleaner air, less pollution, and you have the economic benefits of creating a place where people want to be and believe there's a higher value in the goods and services sold in that area. You have the cooling effects that save you money on your energy. With all of these things, plus the benefits of meeting some great people, I hope that you'll give serious consideration to helping your community be a little bit greener and growing by planting a tree at some point in the future.